Nikon has long been a cornerstone of the photography world, respected for its balance of tradition and innovation. In recent years, the company has successfully tapped into nostalgia with cameras like the Nikon ZFR camera, a mirrorless body that drew heavily on the styling of Nikon's classic film cameras. Now, rumors are swirling about two new retro-inspired models that could redefine Nikon's mirrorless lineup, the Nikon ZFR and the Nikon ZS. Although neither has been officially confirmed, leaks and insider reports suggest that Nikon is taking two very different approaches with these cameras. Both are expected to blend vintage design cues with modern performance, but each appears to target a distinct type of photographer. Together, they could form a one-two punch that allows Nikon to expand its influence across the retro mirrorless market. The Nikon ZFR camera is said to be a direct successor to the ZF, a camera beloved not only for its performance but for the way it evoked the tactile charm of the filmmaker. Many photographers praise the ZF for making them feel connected to photographic history every time they press the shutter. According to reports, the ZFR will continue this tradition while addressing one of the most common critiques of its predecessor, ergonomics. The ZF had a sleek, minimalist look, but many users wished for a deeper and more secure grip. Nikon seems ready to deliver, with rumors pointing to a redesigned body that integrates a more comfortable handle without sacrificing its vintage elegance. This adjustment suggests the ZFR camera will appeal to photographers who enjoy a deliberate and thoughtful shooting style. It is not being designed as a speed machine for sports or wildlife. Instead, it aims to provide a luxurious shooting experience, rewarding patience and careful composition. A full-frame sensor is almost a given, but the real intrigue comes from whispers about the resolution. Industry insiders claim the ZFR could feature a massive 60-megapixel sensor, a leap from the 45 megapixels in the Nikon Z7 II. If true, this would put it in the realm of Sony's A7RV and other high-resolution specialists, making it an extraordinary tool for landscape, portrait, and commercial photographers who demand the absolute best in detail and clarity. Such a sensor would not only boost resolution but also enhance dynamic range, color depth, and tonal transitions. Reports even suggest the possibility of 16-bit image processing, an upgrade that would give photographers incredible latitude in post-production and bring the output closer to medium-format systems. For professionals who thrive on precision and demand the finest files possible, the ZFR could become a dream machine. Of course, high resolution often comes with trade-offs. Early information indicates the ZFR camera will offer burst rates of around 10 frames per second, which is more than sufficient for most genres but not competitive with cameras aimed at sports or wildlife. Nikon seems to be leaning into the identity of the ZFR as a camera for those who want to slow down, compose thoughtfully, and produce stunningly detailed images rather than chasing fleeting moments at high speed. Video, however, is not being ignored. Despite its stills-focused reputation, the ZFR camera is rumored to feature 8000 recording. This would allow for oversampled 4K footage, delivering exceptional sharpness and cinematic quality. Combined with Nikon's respected color science, the ZFR could serve hybrid shooters who occasionally need video but primarily focus on still photography. It would not be a filmmaker's primary tool, but it could provide more than enough capability for commercial projects, interviews, and creative video clips. In contrast, the Nikon ZS camera appears to take a completely different path. Instead of building on DSLR-inspired ergonomics, the ZS reportedly draws from rangefinder-style cameras, especially Nikon's own historic S-series film bodies. It is described as smaller, sleeker, and more minimalist, prioritizing portability over robustness. Think of it as Nikon's answer to the Fujifilm X100 series or Leica's M lineup, but with the advantage of a full-frame sensor and full compatibility with Nikon Z-mount lenses. What makes the ZS particularly intriguing is the possibility of a hybrid viewfinder. If Nikon pulls this off, the ZS could offer both optical and electronic viewing, giving photographers the choice between a classic window-style experience and the modern flexibility of an AVF. This feature would instantly set the ZS apart from nearly all competitors in the market and would be especially attractive to street photographers who rely on fast reactions, while maintaining a connection to their subjects. Where the ZFR focuses on ultimate resolution, the ZS seems to aim for a sweet spot between practicality and performance. Rumors suggest a sensor in the range of 24 to 45 megapixels. That would be more than enough for sharp, detailed images while keeping file sizes manageable. A crucial factor for travelers and content creators who need to move quickly and store large numbers of files. While not a low-resolution specialist, the ZS would offer an excellent balance for those who want professional quality without the overhead of enormous raw files. Speed and responsiveness may also favor the ZS. Although unlikely to match Nikon's sports-focused cameras, its simplified controls, compact design, and potential hybrid viewfinder would make it a quick and agile tool. In street photography, where capturing a fleeting gesture or interaction can make the difference between a great shot and a missed opportunity, this agility is more valuable than having 60 megapixels of resolution. Video capabilities further highlight the difference in Nikon's rumored strategy. Instead of 8K, the ZS is expected to focus on robust and practical 4000 performance. Reports suggest it could offer 4K at 120 frames per second, along with support for ProRes RAW recording. That would make it a compelling choice for travel videographers, vloggers, and hybrid content creators. Combined with its small form factor, the ZS could quickly become a go-to camera for those producing professional-level content on the move. Handling is another key area where the ZFR and ZS diverge. The ZS is expected to embrace a slimmer profile, more reminiscent of Leica or Fujifilm rangefinders. This means it may not have a substantial grip, but it will be significantly easier to carry around all day. Photographers who walk city streets, travel abroad, or document daily life will appreciate the reduced weight and elegant design. On the other hand, the ZFR will likely be larger, heavier, and more stable, making it a better fit for tripod work, studio sessions, and extended shooting with larger lenses. In terms of positioning, the ZFR and ZS clearly serve different segments of the market. The ZFR seems aimed at professionals and enthusiasts who demand the highest possible image quality and are willing to pay for it. Its expected release date is still years away, with speculation pointing to late 2026 or early 2027. This suggests Nikon is taking its time to refine the camera and ensure it delivers on its ambitious goals. The price will likely be steep, possibly pushing well into the premium category. The ZS, on the other hand, could arrive much sooner, potentially in time for the 2024 Summer Olympics. Its projected price of around $3,500 positions it as a premium but attainable option, appealing to serious enthusiasts and working professionals who want a compact full-frame body without venturing into ultra-high-end territory. Nikon seems to be using the ZS to attract a broader audience while reserving the ZFR for the high-resolution niche. Taken together, these two rumored cameras showcase a clever strategy. Nikon is not simply releasing another retro-style body, it is building an ecosystem of options. The ZFR would serve those who want medium format-like detail and professional-grade precision, while the ZS would target photographers and content creators who prioritize portability, elegance, and versatility. Both embody Nikon's heritage, but they apply it in very different ways. For many photographers, this is an exciting development. The retro-inspired design trend has gained enormous traction in recent years, with Fujifilm, Leica, and even Nikon finding success in blending classic looks with modern technology. What makes the ZFR and ZS stand out is the degree to which they appear to cater to specific needs rather than trying to be one-size-fits-all solutions. The ZFR is for the meticulous photographer who delights in carefully composed images, luxuriates in tonal detail, and values the feel of a substantial, professional tool. The ZS is for the agile shooter who wants a camera they can carry everywhere, ready to capture a candid moment or film a quick travel sequence without the burden of heavy equipment. Both models, if they come to fruition, could reaffirm Nikon's reputation as a company that listens to its users and responds thoughtfully. By respecting the past while embracing new technologies, Nikon is demonstrating that retro design is not about looking backward but about finding ways to enhance the modern shooting experience. In the end, the Nikon ZFR and ZS promise to represent two complementary approaches to the same philosophy, that photography should be as much about the joy of using the camera as it is about the final image. Whether one prioritizes high-resolution stills in controlled environments or travel-ready versatility for hybrid shooting, Nikon appears ready to deliver tools that speak directly to those desires. The ZFR is shaping up as the high-resolution powerhouse wrapped in a nostalgic shell, a camera for those who see photography as both an art and a craft requiring patience and precision. The ZS is forming into the stylish, compact, and highly capable everyday companion, built for photographers who want to move fluidly between stills and video while keeping their gear lightweight and elegant. If Nikon succeeds in bringing these divisions to market, the company will not only expand its mirrorless lineup but also redefine what retro-inspired cameras can be. They will no longer be niche curiosities for collectors or style-driven enthusiasts. Instead, they will become serious, modern tools that honor the heritage of photography while pushing its boundaries into the future.